Hey guys, welcome back. It's Anna. Today I'm going to be doing a journaling and journaling related Q&A. And I hope it's actually okay that I'm not doing this face to face with the camera, only because I've got some examples that I wanted to show you. A while back I did ask in a chat video if you guys had some questions, and if I got enough I would do a short video on it. And so I'm just gonna jump right in. And I hope it's okay if I just mention the names of the people that asked me the questions. So I'm going to start with a few questions from the Scribbled Bookcase, which, by the way, I love that username, and I think they have a channel. Do I have 60 other inserts? I don't. I actually did not start journaling in a traveler's notebook until last year, February 2015. So over a year now. And number 40 is actually my first traveler's notebook insert. The rest were just regular journals of all styles. And maybe one day I will show you all my journals, and that'll kind of go into a different question that I've gotten from somebody else. But number 40 is the first one. And currently I am in inserts. Let me pull my traveler's notebook out. I think I'm in 70. So I'm in insert number 70 right now. So I'm a good few inserts in, and I love it. And then the next question is going to be, how do I store them on a bookcase, etc. I do currently have them on a bookcase. Right now it's just the only thing I have to really put them away in, because we've got limited space. And I used to, and I regret giving away, I used to have my inserts and all my journals in an antique trunk that I had gotten for $8 at the Elkhorn Flea Market. My brother actually negotiated the price down to $8, partly because it was just kind of not in great condition on the inside, and the locks were broken. But it was a great, just flat, huge antique trunk. You know, the metal ones with the paper lining on the inside? And I kept that for the longest time, and all my journals were lined up inside. And but because we were moving, it was just, because of the condition, it probably wouldn't have traveled well, and so I kind of gave it up, which in hindsight I kind of regret, just because I had a great memory of my brother and I carrying that around the flea market. So I'm gonna actually look for something similar to that to store my journals. I think that'd be a really fun way to do that, but right now I currently have them on a bookcase. So I'm considering doing like a desk area tour, so let me know if you guys are interested. And how long have I been journaling? Well, number 40 was my traveler's notebook insert. I'm going to tell you that my number 1 journal looked like this. I was really into Disney, and a really good friend at the time got this for me. It's your old-fashioned kind of Dear Diary one with the key. And just to show you how long I've had this, I will flip to the first entry. January 26, 1995. That January 26th was my birthday, and my first entry was about the things that I got for my birthday, including this journal. And so in 1995, oh gosh, that was like 21 years ago. I've been doing it for that long. And I think I was 9 years old. So there you are. That's how long I've been journaling. Quite a long time. And so Lullaby C, that's an also really cool username. How do I feel about the regular size Midori? And are the pages too narrow, or do you feel you are able to comfortably journal? I love this size. I don't think it needs to be any wider. Sometimes if I get a postcard, because I like to slip in postcards, I do find that it is a little too narrow, but it doesn't bother me too much. I find I have plenty of space to fill my pages up with words and images. if I have magazine cutouts and such, I can always fold it over. I'm not really bothered by that. I kind of like that interactive element when I flip through my old inserts. It's something that I can flip through and open up. So I actually don't find this too narrow. I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy like a non-traveler's notebook size, like a Fodori, that would be any wider, just because I just like the size. I like that it's just kind of the span of my hand. It travels well, it's compact enough. So, I mean, most postcards are slim enough that I can slip through and make the size of the actual insert. So I really enjoy this size. I like that kind of vertical space rather than the width of it. It stores very well. I feel like it's easier for me to be able to find a uniform way of storing the inserts if they're all the same size. Does that make sense? That's kind of where I'm at with that. Lisa or Liza, what do I journal about? That is a big question because I journal about everything. I write about my emotions. If I have negative thoughts, I will just brain dump it onto my journal. I talk about meal planning. I will write to-do lists in my journal. My health, I will track that in there. And a lot of it's not necessarily something I need to refer back to, so it doesn't bother me that it's not tracked in a specific place necessarily. I feel like that deserves its own video of what I journal about, because I just cover so many different things. What I'm doing every day, fun events, fun memories, fun dialogue I've had with friends or family. I will write all of that down in here. So I guess that's kind of like a short summary of what I will go into. And if you guys want me to do a video, if you guys are stuck on things to write about in your journal, let me know, because I would love to talk more about that. Karina, do you think you'll ever go back to using another notebook as a journal, and what would make you change? Yes, I could totally see myself going back to another journal. I love my traveler's notebook, but I mean, never say never, right? And I can tell you the exact reason why I would go back. Journals like this. I love the textural feel of handmade paper, and it's because of these journals I would totally go back to a different journal. I have a blank one right here that I'm highly considering going into. This is like thick paper that you can take a really nice bottled ink and dip pen to. I love doing that. I did that for a while. Number 32 is an example. I bought like 3 of these journals, the exact same one, just because I loved the way the material took ink. So a lot of this was written with a dip pen. I love the feel of it. I love the texture. I love and if you love your journal, you'll use it. And so I really enjoyed using this. And so I've got this one sitting around. I would definitely go back to it. The only thing is like it's not the thin paper, so obviously if you glue things in, it's gonna bulk it up. But I mean, that's what a journal is for, is to be filled with memories. So that's kind of on my radar for being used. And then they also did ask, before the Midori, what was your favorite notebook? I think that these would pretty much answer that question too. Just the ones with the handmade paper. I'm not a spiral bound notebook person. I did use those in the past. Actually, let me grab, this is also a favorite. Notebooks like this, journals like this. Ooh, got a little dusty. Ones that kind of have this leather bound look. It's got this really nice cream colored paper signatures sewn in, and then it's got the leather ties. Any journals with leather ties or wraparound elements, I love those. So it's got the trifold, and not necessarily the size, but I just very much enjoy this kind of leather tie element. So between these two, I think these would be my favorite types of journals aside from the Traveler's Notebook. I like the leather. I like that material. Just something very rustic and old-timey and very like travel friendly. Very much like that. So I hope that answers those questions. And actually this is turning out to be a pretty quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had your questions answered. I've never done a Q&A before, but I thought that would be kind of fun if you guys were curious about any of the journaling aspects of my life. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!